Hey, this is Raven Melinda, and this is a wonderful day because I am sitting next to, I just feel like it's just legend all up in this area. You know, you just feel this soul and this richness. I got Havoc right here. Should I finish the whole name?
Well, it's Havoc the Mouthpiece.
There we go.
I'm from the West Coast group South Central Cartel. Also, I was a member of the original Havoc and Prodigy. Also, I started a group called the Murder Squad. And these was all original late 80s and 90s groups that were a part of help paving the way for the West Coast to evolve to where it once was and will continue to be.
So how do you feel about the change in music? I mean, you guys were the blueprint to this, like to great music. So what do you feel about now and how it's going?
It's two things I think about. First of all, music evolves. It evolves like people. It evolves like time. When I grew up, listening to my dad, the Shy Lights, and the music I like, I pretty much had to listen to what my mama and my dad and them played. And then as I got a little older, I was able to go to the little record stores and, sneak a little bit of stuff that you like,
Right.
But it was the music they didn't play. So pretty much music has it's the same with the kids now. They grew up listening to the Gaimchng3r Ent. We made them listen to the originators of the East Coast music, the South. Your parents make you listen to it because they control the day.
Exactly.
But now kids, they pretty much have their own thinking about how they like music, and you just have to respect it. And how they see it is they getting paid. You know what I mean?
Right.
And so if you ain't getting paid, then there ain't no sense to do it no way.
So who are your musical inspirations? Because I know, because you said family and parents are the roots of that. So what was your inspiration to inspire you to be the artist that you are? Yeah.
Well, I started off with growing up being the son of a legend. My father is Robert Squirrel, Lester of the Shy Lights. And I grew up around, Jackson 5, The Emotion, Pop Staple and the Staple Singers. Being around music growing up, I kind of had a little feel of, going down, hanging out with Don Cornelius at Soul Train.
Wow,
and,
you.
So you kind of, you're around it, but it's like your dad, and you really don't know who your dad really is, because that's dad. Like,
right.
You feel me? But as time went on, and I came to California, and I stayed with the Jackson 5 for like 2 weeks.
Wow.
And I told myself I was going to come to California when I graduated from high school.
Okay.
So when I graduated, I came to Cali and, went to school for a hot minute. And then I met Prodigy's sister. And he reminded me of Eugene Record of the Shy Lights because he had a whole bunch of raps. And I was like, man, can I be down, with doing this music? But we had influences like NWA, the Ghetto Boys, groups like East Coast influence, of course, like the Heavy D's, the Eric B. and Rakims, just the era of what the East Coast was bringing, it played a part. But like DJ Quicks and all of them of the mid 80s and 80s was kind of like the influence that we pretty much kind of blended ourselves, but represent South Central.
Okay, so what I love so much is you have that, because I was just in the studio with you, so you have this vibe like that is definitely needed. Like we need Havoc, we need your creativity and that knowledge that you have of real music.
Real music.
So how do you feel with the artists and the things that you're doing now? Is it Gaimchng3r we got?
Right, Gaimchng3r.
Gaimchng3r. What is it that you're bringing in embellishing the music industry with now? Is it like?
Well, I really kind of I kind of retired from South Central Cartel.
Okay.
And I kind of have a chip on my shoulder personally, not against no one, but within. When my father, was on the verge of dying, he gave me a special request to step up and be the man of the family and, kind of keep the family, greatness and put it back intact. And I'm holding you, you know, is, you know, the one who in a position to be able to do it and
okay.
know how to do it.
Right.
And so I was incarcerated for 3.5 years, and it kind of broke me, and you know, kind of put God really back where He needed to be in my life, and it made me change a whole lot of things about who I was as a person.
Right.
And when the person is corrupt, everything around you that you do is corrupt by it.
Yeah, the
So,
energy.
right. So I pretty much made a choice to change my life and change my ways.
Right.
And then I had to make the choice to come back to something that I knew I was good at. And I was blessed at. And I knew that I could help someone who has the right talent reach their goal. And then that's where Full Circle come with Tiffany, who I basically been working with and developing for 4 years now with Tiffany. When I first heard Tiffany sing, I knew instantly that she was destined for greatness, not you know, mediocrity or someone who was gonna temporarily make a one hit or whatever. God gave me the energy to feel when I met her that she was special.
Yeah, that's that gift within you. You know it.
I knew she was special.
Right.
And you know how you go through, she can't sing when you develop them, and you're doing little shows where it's 30 people, 40 people, you know what I mean?
Right.
And you're trying to, you know, help her find her way in this. Like, she needed guidance.
Right.
And me having that guidance, I had to be patient with someone who didn't know they were great. You know what I mean?
That's deep, yeah.
Yeah, she didn't know she was great.
Right.
So the only person that knew that was God, her mother, and pretty much me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, God gives you that gift. You are anointed with that gift to help bring something different out of somebody. I see what you're doing in the studio, and it's like, you just like, yeah, okay, got it. Okay, hold on. You knew where to
I knew what
her.
beats to give her. I knew who to get to write the song. It's like when you have a great orchestra, you know, it's the guy that sits up in the front of the orchestra and he just has a wand.
Yes.
He just has a wand, right?
Yes.
He don't play nail instrument, but he know every instrument.
Thank you, yes.
He know what every instrument's supposed to play, the tone
you
of
better
the
preach.
instrument. You hear me? He knows what hi-hat, if it's too loud, if it's too low. He know if the vocal's out of tune, and that comes with having, like I say, a great team around me for my 33 years.
Right.
I've been able to create a lot of great relationships.
Right.
And you know, Tiffany is definitely a star.
That soul in her voice is amazing. I was sitting on the outside, I'm like, who is
You go
this?
from Mexican, like you go from Latino music when you walk in,
right?
Then you turn around and go into R&B, you know, hip hop.
But you know, the great thing that you found in the music, I don't know if I can speak about it.
Yes, you can.
Is it the first one I came in hearing? Please tell me.
Crazy for the Money.
Crazy for the Money is bananas. Like I'm sitting here, just like that. You guys are saying it's this Caribbean vibe that is great, and I don't know another language, but I didn't care about the language because it was about her voice. Yeah. Like you found the was this a track? Is this your track?
No, this is a track from a producer out of New York named Juan Christiani and a young lady named Melissa, who actually did the beat. Yeah. And I heard it through a friend who actually lived in Uruguay. Wow. And we used to do some business, and she fell in love with Tiffany. Yeah. And she heard that song and told him that it would be great for Tiffany. So, you know, when you start doing good music, people send you stuff through God, right?
Right, that part.
And I just knew the song was perfect for Tiffany. And so we just did the vocals last week. And we tightened it up. You know, it's not really done, but you can see the potential of it.
If it's not done, I can imagine what it's going to sound like when it is done, because I see that on commercials. I see it internationally. I see it, especially in this market. Like I was telling you, it's so much more open to different genres and different music. I mean, I know the demographics has changed as well, but I mean,
because of the internet. The internet exposes it.
I have not even care. I didn't care that I didn't know what was being said. I knew De Niro.
Right, you knew De Niro.
I knew De Niro.
You knew Loco. You knew that was crazy. I knew Loco. So you knew Crazy, Money, something.
Exactly. So I'm just sitting here like, the voice, the music, the way that you, like you said, you conducted everything was It's phenomenal. I cannot wait for
Her
that
album.
That's gonna go on like #1 fire.
Listen.
Tell me about it.
It's every song is pretty much a single on Tiffany's album. It's
Okay.
titled Hashtag.
Hashtag.
The universal language decoder of all words in the internet world is
Right.
done and it's logged and it's what would you say it's accounted for by the hashtag. Whenever you put something with a hashtag, it's counted in the universal world of language.
Exactly.
So
Right.
her album being hashtag, you know, all we got to do is do this. And with that say, so that's going to bring Tiffany Lewis' album because her life is a hashtag. And
Wow, the relevance of that.
so every
Amazing.
song gonna start with a hashtag like hashtag pain. Like that song we just did, One
Right.
Night, hashtag One Night.
Beautiful.
So her album is incredible. We already got 9 songs pretty much finished. We got 3 more to do, and we pretty much should be done, ready to master by the end of next month. And we're trying to release it in August of the fall. And gonna shoot a bunch of videos. We're gonna do everything we have to do to put Tiffany.
Right.
And also the West Coast don't have no female super diva. You know what I mean? Not saying there ain't no great singers in LA or the West Coast. You know what I mean? When you're talking about a Diana Ross or a Natalie Cole or Mariah Carey.
Right.
Or, you know what I mean? When you're talking about, a Stephanie Mills or, a Beyonce,
Yes, it's time.
Tiffany is in that.
She about to bring the West Coast all the way back. I'm like,
She fire. She fire.
Yes, I love that. So what events and projects do we have well, first let me go back. So what is the first single? Can we get that? What is that first single for Tiffany
It's
gonna
called
be?
Hashtag Pain. You can get
Hashtag
it on.
Pain.
It's on everything right now. Just
Yes.
go type it in. Hashtag Pain Tiffany Lewis.
Okay.
But we just did. We got blessed. We did the R&B rewind.
Hey.
With Belle Biv DeVoe.
Wow.
It was they had TLC,
Okay.
Maya, Next, 112, Genuine, and to have her to open up for a lineup like that.
Wow.
And she destroyed it. Like Tiffany, she looked amazing. Everything was professionally on point.
Right.
We just did Flavor Flav's 60th birthday at the Rio last
Wow,
week.
Flavor Flav.
Yeah, and Bobby D got more shows. We just waiting on our turn. In the meanwhile, Tiffany doesn't have a body of work. You feel me? When you say a body of work, she doesn't have music that people can say, "Hey, Tiffany Lewis, that's woo woo woo." So I'm finna to make sure when this album is finished, they gonna say not only do she got a body of work, she got the hottest body of work out there right now.
Saying, it seems like it's a very large range of genres of music.
It is. It's
like
nothing's the same. She goes everywhere in her album. Like and for me, I made it a personal battle, like because Tiffany is very creative and she's very strong-minded and wielded as a woman, independent and you have to respect people's opinions and their boundaries as a person. You know what I mean? But me as being the person that believes in her more than anybody, I have to challenge her. I have to push her beyond her normal comfortabilities. Because a lot of music she's doing, she didn't want to do it.
Really? Wow.
But it's not that you know what I mean. It's being comfortable in your own, But music is not about you to a certain degree. It's about the people who wants to hear the music.
Exactly.
So you have to cater your, what would you say, being an artist and a respect for the craft and the culture of music, and for the people who's going to make you who you are. You do it for them.
Yeah,
and you have to let go of the personal thing, like, oh, I like that, but nobody else like it. But you like it, but you want to put it out. But everybody else telling you, me, you. Now that song right there gonna blow up, but you mad because everybody liked that one because you might have wrote this one or felt a little,
Exactly.
You can't do that in music. You have to do music for people.
Yeah, she's lending. You gave her a platform to lend her talent out to the world. You know what I'm saying? So especially you being in the game, as long as you know what to do and where to bring her into. Yeah. So I mean, what do we have more to look forward in 2019?
Pretty much we trying to book every show we can right now.
Okay.
We're gonna have an album release party probably in August in Hollywood. We're working on all of that. That's pretty much, we're gonna be shooting videos. After the album is finished, we're gonna master it. You know, right now the main focus is making the best body of work possible.
Exactly.
Because without that, Tiffany don't have really nothing to say who she is to the world, because it's all based on visual and the content of what you give. And as far as the body of work go, her album is timeless.
It is.
I'm telling you, it's timeless. Like every song on it, like when y'all might log in, since I've been going in the studio, coming to Paramount, you know what I mean? The Rewind, the Man Up, the Lady Gaimchng3r, Pain, you know what I mean? Live a Lie. We did the remake of Freak Like Me by Dina Howard.
What? I can't wait.
Man,
I can't wait here.
She destroyed it.
Wow.
And then we brought in Adina Howard manager to validate it for us.
That's respect.
We had my boy come in. As soon as he walked in, he lit up like a Christmas tree. It was like, and told Tiffany a long story about how Adina Howard didn't want to do the song, because Tiffany kind of didn't want to do the song because it's a little bit tiptoeing out of her image as how she carry herself, and we respect that. But Adina Howard, had that same type of character you had, and so instead of me telling you that, I can't validate their story. So I'll go get the horse's mouth and we bring him on up in there. And he told Tiffany, she ran out the studio. If you walk out there, the plaque to Adina Howard, Freak Like Me, is on the wall. She ran out the studio here, crying because she didn't want to do it, and then she's still touring 30 years later off that same song she cried about.
Wow, that was like that women liberation type of thing.
But everybody have a night or a time when they go out with the girls or the homies, and you just have fun.
I cannot wait to hear. Oh my gosh, that was the song, you understand.
Well, we call it Freak Like Me.
I bet. I know, like I said.
Ours is called Be Your Freak.
Be Your Freak.
Be Your Freak.
Okay, so this is all dropping in August.
Yeah, we did it, all that.
Okay.
Her album is incredible. That's all I can tell you. It's a great body of work. Okay. And it's honestly, I feel like because of who I am now today and how polished I become as a person and my craft and knowing what I'm doing and having the love and respect that I give first and foremost before I receive it. And I'm only 9 songs in with 3 left to go.
Wow,
this feels like one of the part of, I would say, some of the greatest work I have been able to say I can do. You don't know how, you be with, you do stuff with people and and sometimes you don't know your worth in that. And so it's taken my new journey to validate what I know, that, my creativity as, as a CEO of my own company, having an ear like a Barry Gordy or Eazy-E or Barry Wise or, or Russ, Regan or Russell Simmons, I want to get my recognition and my just due, and plus fulfill my father's wish for me to bring our family to a certain, life as a black man, black family, and making sure my dad's legacy continue to, transcend along with my legacy with SCC and, being the first West Coast group to sign the Def Jam. Only group Russell Simmons signed. LV won a Grammy with Coolio. We got music in 8 Mile, the movie, Tales from the Hood, The Substitute, the show soundtrack. You know what I mean? Then did music with Tupac, my good friend, and Ice-T's, and be able to have a setting in a culture of West Coast hip hop that's now set in history. See, them eras are set now. They're never going to change no more. They're forever set in stone.
That part.
You get it? And so I'm in that. You feel me? So no matter whatever happened, however people want to diss it or this it, you feel me? Yeah. It's not for me to determine. All I know is it's there for you to make your choice.
Your journey, that this is the evolution of you, like your journey from what you're speaking of from birth of your career to now. Yes. Like I'm just saying, this is the evolution of Havoc. Yes. I mean, you are creating, like, you're recreating something.
It's needed.
Phenomenal. Like it's
the West Coast
needs,
especially California, LA. We need something fresh and new. You know, no disrespect, but what's really out? Like, name something out here that's really making a big impact, like Nicki Minaj did, or Cardi B, or Bruno Mars, or you know what I mean? I'm not thinking other than topping all of that. You feel me? I respect all of that with the highest this, but in my respect, I'm trying to supersede all y'all combined if I can.
That's what I'm saying.
You're not saying that, you know, I'm better than you or you better than me. I'm just saying what my mindset is me, Havoc. My mindset is greatness or nothing.
Exactly. You dropping gems like that. I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's what I was looking at. I was really listening. I'm a music lover. So I'm looking at something. You're creating a whole nother genre of something right now in 2019 and beyond. You know what I'm saying? Like, this
you
is
was listening to it live.
I heard it live.
You was sitting right there.
I heard it live.
It did not sound like that it was live, did it? It sounded like it was recorded, right? She was killing it. Because
this is what I'm saying, like, you are that leader of a whole nother movement. So that's why I really see where you're coming from. Like,
it's music.
And you're not even speaking like when you're saying, like, you know, someone else and someone this. No, you are creating, like, Gaimchng3r is creating something no one has heard and no one has done. So this is the beginning of that.
It's needed.
So you got it.
The key, because, and also this is important for Tiffany, like, you know, because it's her journey. She's the face of her journey. You feel me? And she wants to have the respect of a woman that's with class, dignity, spirited, strong-minded, wielded, and won't bend her rules to allow herself to what's going on now and how these girls carry themselves in certain ways. No disrespect to them, but she want to be someone that the young girls can look up to from 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 10, 20, 30,
Definitely
40.
That woman empowerment.
Right, she want that. Like, if it ain't that, she's not gonna do it.
Right, she's a queen. I felt it. It's, you know, when you come in the queen's presence, like, it was just that was definitely wonderful.
She's beautiful inside and out.
So, is there any other artists or anything else that you want to speak about?
I'm working on a feature film for my company. It's also gonna be a book. It's written by Shaquilla of Tamar Press, and the screenplay is written by Marlon Jones. This film pretty much production. We got a production company. We get the directors. So we're looking to be filming sometime in late August.
Great.
And the film is called Ghetto Tears. So we're looking out for the movie business, and also they're doing a film about my dad's group, shot like called Lit.
Wow, that's amazing.
It's called Lit. So so I'm working on that, and then I got a docu-film about West Coast hip hop history that I've been kind of kind of holding on for a while, and I need to really get it finished and done.
Right.
So.
Wow, some big things coming up. Well, I can't wait. Please keep me posted. I know I'm about to follow everything that y'all doing because I'm a West Coast queen too, so I understand. So I want to thank you for your interview. It was inspiring. It's so great to be around somebody who has been through the evolution of music and still continuing to contribute and to leave those gems and inspire those to do like what Tiffany is doing, because I'm amazed and I cannot wait. So are there any social medias or anything that we can follow you on?
I'm on everything.
Let's plug that in. We gotta plug that in.
Gaimchng3r, I'm on everything.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Just go put in Gaimchng3r, Gaimchng3r.
Hey.
You know what I mean? And you'll pop up me, Havoc.
You heard it from Havoc himself, and I want to thank you for taking the time to have this interview. Hey,
let's go listen to them classics Tiffany making.
I'm ready. Let me hear all of them.
Yeah, let's go get Tiffany.
Let me do that. Thank you. All right. Awesome. Now,
I used to be in the game from day one. I've seen all the phases of it. I watched the West Coast rise, and I watched it fall.
The artist is the lowest one on the food chain. To me personally, you know, because you got artists that been doing music forever and they broke as hell.
Bootlegging is out of control with the digital bootlegging of records. It's so easy to download a record or music, whatever it is, illegally, that unfortunately kids are doing it, and they're depriving artists of their rightful royalties.
There's artists out there that don't want to see you achieve because they feel like if you achieve, you might go above them. Mm-hmm. So they don't want to see you go above them. Right. So they want to keep you down in the bottom of the barrel instead of up top with them because they're greedy. Yeah. They don't want you to have nothing.
Without y'all, there'd be no us.
Back then in day one, we didn't have no street team. The artist was the street. We wrote the songs, we produced the song, we rapped on the songs, we mixed the songs, you know, we managed, we marketed, we promote, we did everything. Everything was us. And if you was good with your street hustle, you was good, you was good with your music hustle.
They're just not giving us no respect that, you know, we help make this hip hop too.
Bottom line, let's make this shit happen.